thing before I start this video. So I sat here for a few days trying to decide. Well, I didn't sit here for a few days straight. I just thought it over for a few days. Whatever, okay. So I was thinking, what route am I gonna go about doing this? Canonly, Nico was, invested in Percy and then, started dating Will, but the way I like things, he still has feelings for Percy and is also with Will, and me and Lee are each other's Percy and Nico, so it's kind of weird to be answering questions as if he totally got over Percy when I personally don't believe that he did. So I'm going to try my best to stick to canon with answering these questions, but Persico is not totally out the window, and you'll see what I mean. Hi guys, my name is Nico Di Angelo, and I'm going to be answering questions that you guys asked last week. It seems like I'm awkward, it's probably because I am. Percy's making me do this. First I'm going to YouTube comments. Okay, easy first question. Nico wants to become my husband. No. If you had to be the son of any other god or goddess, who would it be and why? I can't really picture myself as the son of anyone except Hades, my actual father. I would say maybe Ares, the god of war. Only because I'm already used to fighting and strength and stuff, so I figured it wouldn't be that far of a change. But I'll stay where I am thinking. Who do you ship yourself with? Will, of course, because I'm dating him. That's the first time I've said that out loud. It's like I can hear him screaming. Thoughts on Persico and Solangelo? My thoughts. Let's start with Solangelo because that's the easier one. I think it's great. Supportive. Nice. It's canon, so thank you. You guys don't have to scream it everywhere though. As for Persico, you guys should know that that ship sailed. I mean, it didn't sail. It never sailed. I mean, it's not going to happen. Okay, that's what I mean to say. It is not going to happen. Percy is with Annabeth, and he's happy. So I'm happy. Next question. Can't you see how happy I am? If you wanted to have any supernatural ability, what would it be and why would you use it? I already do. I can send on passed on spirits. I can raise the dead. I can literally summon zombie or skeleton army. I have a zombie chauffeur, Jules Albert. I can change the temperature around me. I have the unfortunate power of killing flowers whenever I try to hold them. So, not all of it is great. But if the question means if you could have any other supernatural ability, I'll go with turning invisible. Because then I could spy on people. And I could know if they're really talking about me instead of just assuming they are. Fuck, marry, kill. Percy, Jason, and Leo. Okay, I'm going to kill Leo. Because he and I don't like each other very much. Marry Percy, fuck Jason. Okay, anyway, next question. What's your best date you've had with Will? Like, what did you do? Eye emoji. Will and I don't normally go on dates because we have lots to do. But we have gone on dates before and we do go out sometimes. Usually, it's only really into the forest. We'll, like, sit on the hill, pack something to eat. He usually plans these things, I don't. I did shadow travel us to Venice once. That was fun. We had pizza and pastries, so that was cool. And I took him to the park that I used to go to with Bianca when we were little. If you had to design a planet, what would it be like? I would call it Nico. And it would always be dark and rainy and foggy and cold. What do you think about Hazel? Hazel is my sister, so I protect her. Unfortunately, I could not do the same for Bianca, but I don't want the same thing that happened to Bianca to happen to Hazel, so I protect her and I love her because she's my sister. Fun fact, I had to approve Frank before she could date him. Little known fun fact. Who would you choose as a boyfriend, Percy or Will? Percy is straight. That much has been made painfully aware to me. I did have feelings for Percy first, but Will was there for me and reciprocated my feelings, and he's way more than I deserve, so without a doubt, I pick Will. 1, how are you and Will? 2, punch Percy and Jason and Leo in the face. And 3, hugs. Thank you. Will and I are perfectly fine. I will punch Percy for you. And Leo, gladly Leo. I pushed him down the stairs once. It was an accident. Jason, I will not punch for you. He is one of the people I can consider my friends. So, do you love Percy? And if yes, why do you love him? Will is probably going to be watching this, so I need to express my words carefully. There is a part of me that will always love Percy because when I was little and he saved me and Bianca, I looked up to him as my hero. Cheesy as it is to admit. And, you know, I used to be a very enthusiastic player of Mytho Magic, so he was like, it came to life. I do still care for him deeply as a good friend. Nico, have you ever met Anubis? Have you ever come close to kissing Percy? Have you? No, I've never. I've wanted to, but no. No, I never got the chance to. No. And yes, I've met Anubis. What did you do in the Lotus Casino? Was it fun? What did you do in the Lotus Casino? Was it fun? The Lotus Casino was a place that my father sent me and Bianca to when we were young, so that time can pass and nobody would come looking for us. So it felt like to us that we were only there for a couple of months, but in reality we were there from the 1940s to the 21st century. So naturally we're decades old, even though I'm currently only 14. So it was a lot of time to kill, as you can imagine. Basically, I just spent my time playing games. Why are you so gay? Is it official that you and Will Solis are dating? And are you still going to be a flower boy at Hazel's wedding? I'm nobody's flower boy. So no. I will walk her down the aisle to give her away. Because that is traditional for the father figure to do, but our father probably won't do that, so I will step in his place. Is it official that you and Will Solis are dating? Yes. How do you feel about Jason? I answered this. Is it strange to see your boyfriend's dad, aka Apollo, on a daily basis? Do you think he likes you as Will's significant other? Apollo has said that he's approved of me, which is good because I come from a traditional time where the mother and father had to approve of you before you could date their son or daughter. Actually, before I started dating Will, I did ask for permission because I was used to that in that time period. So they probably thought it was weird, but coming from that time period, yes, they approved. And they like, I don't know why, but they do. Okay, if everyone could turn into an animal, I would be... I'm putting way too much thought into this question, aren't I? I would be maybe a shark. I can bite. Or a snake. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? And what is your favorite person to ship yourself with? I answered that one already. Favorite ice cream flavor is chocolate. Do you love Will? Yes. I can honestly say without a doubt. Don't hold that against me. How much do you hate putting up with mortal Apollo? I'm not going to get in trouble with Will or his dad right now. Do you like your dad? I never really gave the matter much thought. Is it true you have/had a crush on Percy? Are people mean to you? Who do you spend the most time with at camp or on the Argo 2? At camp I spend the most time with Will. And on the Argo 2, I didn't really spend time with anyone except Hazel. What year were you born in, and are you immortal? I was born in the 1930s, and I'm not immortal, nor would I want to be. I'm just going to age regularly from now on. Did you, at any point in time, want to have a relationship with Percy Jackson? We've covered this! People know me now as the guy who's in love with Percy Jackson. How homo are you for Will? On a scale of 1 to 1 million. They also know me as the guy who's homo for Will Solis. Has Percy played a water-related prank on you yet with a water isn't your type punchline yet? Yes. It's not just a meme, guys. It is not just a meme. He does it. He does do it. I got into Pokemon like I was into Myth and Magic, and he was like, Squirtle, I thought your type wasn't water, and I was going to fucking... Excuse my language. The flowers on the ground at our feet all died because I was enraged. Because I was enraged with his juvenile humor. Do you like Leo? I don't not like Leo. I just get a little annoyed. Who would you send to Tartarus? No one. There is no one that I would ever condemn to Tartarus, even if I hated them. It is too evil of a place for me to even consider sending anyone. I would brave it before I send someone. Again, I've told Percy before that if it had to be either me or him going back into Tartarus, I would do it, not him. And I told the same thing to Will. I told the same thing to everyone. It's a terrible, terrible, horrible place. I would not send anyone there. Do you prefer Jason or Leo? Jason. What do you think about people shipping you with Percy? I think they're holding on to hope more than I did. If you kiss someone of the same sex and say no homo, does it make it not homosexual? No, it doesn't. It's still... I don't believe in no homo. If you kiss someone of the same sex as you, that is a homo kiss, as you put it. And I am not a heterosexual. Who is your crush? Have you sometimes wanted to send Percy, Leo, or Jason to Tartarus because of their being idiots? No. I really wanted to throw Percy over me and fall into Tartarus a second time, the time that he fell in, because I knew it would kill me, but watching him fall into the pit was one of the worst feelings that I ever experienced in my life. And to think of watching that happen again to anyone is so gut-wrenching that I would never, ever want that. So I do wish to send them to the underworld sometimes when they're annoying, but... Okay, that's it for the YouTube questions. Now let's go to Instagram. What were you like as a child? As a child, I was the exact opposite as I am now. I was very energetic and happy, and I thought everything was so cool. When I met Percy and Annabeth and everyone, I thought it was so cool because Myth and Magic had come to life, basically. I was obsessed with playing the game and the cards, and I was innocent, and to think back to how much I've changed, it is sad, as people like Percy and Hazel have told me, but things happen, I guess. How much do you love Will? A lot. I still don't think that I deserve him. Did you have a childhood nickname? Bianca used to call me Neeks, but if anybody else calls me that, I will send them to the underworld, because you don't do that. Don't take the nickname she used to call me. That's not nice. What are your biggest fears? Well, my biggest fear used to be anybody finding out that I was a homosexual. And everybody knows, I guess my biggest fear is losing the people that I care about, like Will and Hazel and Percy and all of them. When did you know you were gay? As a very young child, back before any of this happened and I was still living at home in Venice with Bianca and our mother, I didn't like girls. The neighbor's son, I had a crush on him, and I told Bianca about it, and she accepted me, but she told me that it was the kind of thing that I would be shunned and ridiculed, and it wasn't very accepted in the 1930s. So that's where I learned that at that time period it was something I had to be afraid of. But that was when I realized. Who is the best dead person you've met in the underworld? There is no best dead person other than Hazel. Because when I first found out that Bianca had chosen to be reborn and I could never bring her back, that was when I met Hazel, and I figured maybe it was a sign. I lost one of my sisters, but I found my other one, and that was nice. Hazel was never a replacement for Bianca, but she did help ease the pain a lot. There's a lot of assholes I've met in the underworld, like Hitler and Mussolini and some others. Besides Hades or Pluto, who is your favorite god or goddess? Ares because of war, as we stated earlier. I'm just going to go ahead and say Apollo because he brought will into the world. Nico, can you do a reenactment of the jar scene? Maybe get some pomegranate seeds to add to the effect. I love you, I'm so sorry, my small gay son. I will never do a reenactment of the jar scene. That was horrible. Nobody should have gotten entertainment from that. I almost died. I can't even look at the pomegranate seeds now without reliving those memories. I can't even eat any. Nico, what are your hobbies? I like to play guitar, piano, I draw. That's pretty much it. How's your relationship with Percy going? There is no relationship. We're just friends. Percy or Solus? Solus. Do you like My Chemical Romance? Yes. Is there someone special in your life right now? Will Solus. Have you ever hit someone in the head, or worse, for mentioning Percy to you? Yes. Ever since everyone found out about my feelings for Percy, Leo would sometimes make the occasional joke to which the accident on the stairs took place and an accidental bonk to the head. It wasn't me, it was the skeletons. Fuck, marry, kill. Percy, Leo, and Will. Kill Leo. Fuck Percy and marry Will. And with that, that is the end of the questions. Thank you all so much for all of your questions. It was definitely an entertaining ride, and I hope that this video was somewhat pleasant. But it probably was, because I embarrassed the hell out of myself for you. So, thank you for watching, and I'm not going to dab, so bye.